Hello guys, and welcome back. This is Camden, and I want to say I'm having a great day. Number one, because I just got my 5-year Thailand official driver license, so I don't have to renew that until 2024, and it only cost $15. Today's date is February the 27th, and it's a Wednesday, and I have about 6 classes today. Now this is quite low for me to have 6 lessons in one day. I'm usually having 10, 12, 14, 16 when there's a holiday. When there's not a holiday, anywhere from 8 to 14 classes, averaging, which is quite a few distance between. But today's video message is, I have to admit, there's a lot of stuff going on in my head right now. And I actually recorded a 14-minute video before this, and I was almost finishing the upload process onto YouTube so everyone can see it. And it was almost finished, and I deleted it. And the other day I made a video at the restaurant, and I deleted it. I did not upload it because the last few days so many things have been going on in my mind, and I've been going through in my real life a lot of things: homesick, injury, losing money, but now found out that Palfish has updated some things so where that if you do have an acute illness or injury with official, doctor's note, license and stuff like that, then that they can excuse up to 12 lessons. So knowing that is a great sign, a sigh of relief, and also another sign that Palfish really truly cares about their teachers and wants to accommodate them as much as they possibly can. So, being homesick. How do I deal with being homesick? Well, I would have to say that Messenger is like my main place where I keep in contact with my family. And yes, my neck is starting to get better, but I really have to focus on keeping it straight and really refocusing on my posture when I drive, when I teach, when I walk, when I'm doing daily things, and not being hunched over. So a little tip of advice right there for everybody: proper posture. Okay, next thing. So how do I deal with homesickness? Well, my mom, my dad, my brother, I can speak to them on Messenger, I can do video. And I have to admit, it's getting harder and harder because when I see, my brother's kids, I'm like, wow, they're growing up, and I don't even get this chance to see them right now. And a lot of people say, Camden, you make all this money, why don't you just go home? Well, there's a lot of things that I had to finish, like paying off stuff, 2016, 2017, 2018. And now here's the new year. So, I really want to go back to America. I really, really do. And I want my wife to come with me. And so there's a lot more time that I need to save and need to plan and do things like that. But I want to come back to America and really see my family and have my wife experience the USA so she knows what that's all about, and just really great in that department. Now on the other side, probably the reason why I deleted the other 2 videos is just because right now in Chiang Mai we're going through the smoky season, and if you have any kind of asthma, I don't recommend that you come right now, because you definitely will not be in the best place. And it's just really nasty right now. I have to wear this thing when I go outside. I come from a small town in America. Like, I never had this. The sun is blotted out. You can't even really see the sun. It's like a haze glaze in the morning and in the evening. And I don't know which time of the day is worse. In the morning when it's still kind of cool and there's vapor in the air, water vapor in the air, or at night after everything has been spewing up into the air and then slowly dropping down. So it's just been, and then my wife, just had operation, and this thing happened with my neck, and moving, I'm moving out of Chiang Mai on Sunday. I'm super, super excited. I cannot wait. I mean, it's come at a perfect time because, I have to say this, I really do. And this is not a rant, but there's a lot of things that because I haven't made a video in almost, like half a week. So there's a lot of things. I try to start off the video positive and happy, and I am positive and happy, but I have to like get this part out, because for 3 months right now, almost 4 months, the whole northern part of Thailand is super polluted. I saw 2 weeks ago, it was the third worst city as far as air goes in the world. It was behind like Pakistan. And I'm sitting here thinking, for like cities, I'm sitting here thinking, what the hell am I doing here? So I've remained calm. I remain positive. I try not to think about it. But when you're driving down the road and you can't see the hotel because it's so smoky and cloudy, it's just like, holy cow. And I'm like, I'm putting the mask on. But on Sunday, we're moving to the countryside. So I will be videoing that, and I'll be documenting that. But I'm moving to my wife's hometown. It's every time I go there, first, it's super far outside the city. It's pretty remote. Take 5 minutes to drive to find, not to find, but to get to a 7-Eleven, and probably about 10 minutes to get to like one of the main roads, driving in a car, So it's very tucked away in nature. It's more like a village, neighborhood atmosphere. They got neighborhoods, and like, it's just really cool. Family everywhere, and houses. And I want to see houses. I'm tired of seeing the condos and apartments and all these high-rise buildings. Like, it's cool, it's fancy, it's nice. It can be, but that's another great thing that you realize is people are also worried about, getting older or something. Oh, I'm 28, I'm 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Oh my gosh. What you start to appreciate is that when you keep maturing in life, as the number goes up, you start to realize what truly makes you happy, what truly makes you thrive, and how you can make others thrive as well. So, anyway, okay, I need to reset. So I touched on that, touched on this. Now getting back to here, I will say that I'm just so thankful that I have this YouTube channel, that I can get these messages out, because, oh man, I'll just say it right now, like, I've been really praying a lot, because going through this whole thing and not having anyone, like family over here, and having to go through all these things by myself, it's just really brought me closer to God, really. And it makes me feel great to say that, because, I need to go out and buy the Bible. I have this for my church back home. It's the Book of Common Prayer. And that helps me a lot. And, I've tried New Age. I've tried veganism. I've tried all the other religions. But it all comes back to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit for me, because everything else is just fake. It's not the truth. And this is, again, coming from someone who was raised like in a conservative Christian family, and then totally broke away from that, was totally anti that, like almost to the form of like anarchist, One of my friends told me that. And I was like, yeah, I know, I was like really stupid a long time ago. And, but I'm grateful that I went through all of these facets and things, because it's not only brought it full circle, but I remember Jensen Franklin, a great pastor, he said one time, the longer and the bigger like when you go left, the idea when you go the right way, it's the right way. The longer and bigger you go left, meaning you're trying this and you're trying that, and does that work? And no, it doesn't work. And the bigger the right. And that's the only reason why I can record these videos and not care about what someone has to think about me or what they're going to say about me. You know, it's one thing going in front of kids and teaching them, but like making a video right now where literally anyone in the whole world can see and anyone can share it, like there's going to be a lot of criticism, there's going to be a lot of judgment, but I don't really care because it's been crazy, like, you know, and I don't care. I bought a lottery ticket when I was at the hospital last week. It was a $15 lottery ticket. It comes with 5 tickets. And I'm really believing that I'm going to win this lottery because it's like 8 million baht, you know, which is like, I don't know, like $40,000-$50,000 or something, you know. Actually, I got it wrong. I thought it was like close to $1 million, and I think it is. But we'll find out March 1st. But, you know, if I can win this lottery, my whole life can change. And first thing I'm going to do is, there's this guy out here, he has no hands, he has a limb, you know, like maybe a little bit above the elbow, both of them. And I'm not sure what happened exactly, but he sells flowers out here by the JJ Market. And when you come, be sure to support this guy. You'll see him. I mean, just, you can't miss him. So everybody comes and supports this guy. And I showed him some pictures because of Alita, and just pictures of like different bionic arms and prosthetics. And he said to my wife in Thai, you know, because, you know, my Thai is pretty good. Like, I can understand things, but I can't understand everything. So my wife works as like a translator all the time. So anyway, he said, thank you for making me feel good in my heart, and that you sit down and you show me something and you really care. And I'm thinking, you know, this guy, he's never even had the opportunity to send a message with he doesn't even know what it feels like to pick up a bottle of water, you know, and just think about that, what he'll feel inside if he could just get one arm, you know, just one arm, and what it's like to touch someone and to hold them, you know, a human touch, you know, and give him a new lease on life. And then the same thing, there's the people that I got the lottery ticket from, they are both I guess it's his wife, they're both in wheelchairs, and they sit outside the local hospital here and sell lottery tickets. And I see them every time because I've had to go to the hospital quite a lot and get my physical examination to get my Thai driver license. And, you know, I'm thinking, if I win this lottery, I'm going to go back and help him too, and his wife. And because I don't think they can walk because their legs are kind of like positioned like sideways. So I don't think they have half or full, I'm not sure, full mobility, definitely not full mobility for walking. And I'm just, anyway, just trying to think of something positive and that I can do to help someone. And gosh, it would be so amazing to win this lottery. I mean, what would you do if you won the lottery? You know, what would you do? What would you do? Who would you help? So this would be the first thing. And then the second thing I'm going to do is, boom, get a ticket to America as soon as possible. And I want to stay there for 1 month. And I want to go to Colorado. And so, you know, my wife can like see the snow. And I want to go snowboarding for my first time possibly, if my neck gets better. Either way, I want to see the snow. I want to see the mountains. I want to breathe some clean air. And I want to eat a delicious American breakfast, like an all-star breakfast. You know, I'm talking pancakes and bacon and sausage and eggs. And gosh, I miss that stuff, you know. And I'm not talking about like junk food IHOP, which I ain't hating on IHOP and Denny's and all that, but like a real local farm-to-table breakfast place. They got like their own, you know, pasture-raised eggs and meats and stuff. I miss that food. You can't really get that here, you know. And it's not going to be that high quality. Mostly comes from New Zealand and Australia, which is long shipping and stuff like that compared to a family farm. Anyway, it's a lot of things I miss, you know. I want to go to a Whole Foods and just like see all the ice cream and be like, whoa. It's like I really miss these things. And so go home for a week, 2 weeks, and then come back to Thailand and finish helping her parents with their house and a couple other things, like not repaired, but like adding on. And then starting our home. And, you know, possibly, not possibly, you have to believe, pay off my car. And so I don't have to think about car payments. And that totally frees up everything. And I hope and pray in God that, you know, and as I'm saying these things, I hope that you can form a better relationship too. And I just really hope and pray that I can have a family and raise a family and just a beautiful environment and a loving environment. And anyway, those are some things that I just wanted to get off into this video. Perhaps it's inspired you or touched you in the right way. And just because I got frustrated this morning and got angry and because of time and traffic and stuff. And I'm just like, you gotta relax, dog. You know, just put out a video and who cares what people gotta say. And I just, you know, encourage all of you guys out there, whether you're starting to teach English abroad or you're in it for a long time or wherever you are in your TEFL journey, just don't forget about the faith. And the reason is because everything, when I say everything else is fake, it's not real. It's because, you know, you can only get but so much out of yourself. You know, all this new age and spiritualism and all this crap, it's like trying to teach you to be, to disconnect from God and to connect with, it's like, I just want to know, like, it's like, why is it okay in yoga to, you know, hum and do chanting? First of all, most people don't even know what they're chanting to. Number two, and myself included a long time ago, and number two is that when you are chanting and doing that stuff, you're basically channeling into some kind of like ancient, godlike, I don't want to say godlike, but some kind of like spirit, right? And you don't know if that spirit is good or bad. And you should never really be giving your soul and your energy into any kind of spirit, because that's just going to lead you into other stuff that's not going to really serve you. And you'll go down that route, and then you'll come back and realize, like, whoa, I feel more lost. I feel more disconnected. Like, I've been deleting so many people on my Facebook. I look at the live story first, and I just scroll through Facebook, and I'm like, the stuff people put on their Facebook is not only ridiculous, the pictures that people do to try to get attention and stuff, and the way they copy other people is just really nasty. And I don't care. I want to say the other thing is, like, I'm reading people's profile, and it's just like, people got to get a grip on their life. And, you know, I'm just so happy that all the stuff I got into during my 20s, this new age BS, that I finally came back to my roots. And I'm very grateful for that. And I want to wish you guys the greatest day of your life. And on Friday, I pray that I can win this lottery ticket, change these 3 people's lives, and then transform my life. So you guys, if you have any questions, let me know below. I want to say thank you to all the people who have subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure, you know, hit the subscribe button. It really does help. It's like the more engagement and the more interaction this channel gets, YouTube's going to push it because, anyway, that's a whole other topic right there. You guys, thank you so much. I know it's a long video, but have a great day. Thank you so much. Stay positive.